Accurate. Fast. Reliable. This is ACubeTV English News. Welcome to today's top stories. The Tamil Nadu government has confirmed that the office of Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay will soon be shifted from the historic Fort St. George building to the top floor of the 10-story Namakkal Kavignar Maligai, located within the same Secretariat campus. According to government officials, the new location will house not only the Chief Minister's office, but also the chambers of the Chief Minister's advisors and senior secretaries. The move is aimed at creating a modern, integrated Chief Minister's office with conference rooms and meeting halls located in close proximity, allowing for smoother coordination and administrative efficiency. As part of the transition, the Department of Information and Public Relations, which currently occupies the 10th floor of Namakkal Kavignar Maligai, will be relocated to the Kavignar Arangam premises. Officials say the shifting process has already begun. Reports of the relocation had been circulating in official circles for several weeks. While some sources have linked the decision to Vastu considerations, government officials have emphasized the need for a larger and more functional office capable of accommodating the Chief Minister's growing schedule of meetings with political leaders, diplomats, business representatives, and other dignitaries. The new office is expected to provide a more spacious and efficient working environment while enhancing coordination among key administrative officials. Chennai Airport is set to strengthen its position as one of South India's leading cargo hubs, with construction of a fifth ultramodern cargo satellite terminal expected to begin soon. Cargo handling at Chennai Airport increased by 11.79% during 2025-26, with nearly 16,000 tons of cargo processed in December 2025 alone. The steady rise in cargo traffic has prompted authorities to expand the airport's cargo infrastructure. The new terminal is expected to address the shortage of cargo handling space, which has forced several industries in Tamil Nadu to use airports in Kochi and Bengaluru for their export and import operations. Chennai Airport currently handles exports to destinations including Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, Dubai, Thailand, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, and several European countries. Major export items include ready-made garments, chemicals, automobiles, gold jewelry, leather products, flowers, vegetables, machinery spare parts, and processed goods. On the import side, the airport receives computers, engineering machinery, medical equipment, pharmaceuticals, gold bars, premium paper, luxury vehicles, and industrial machinery. It also serves the industrial needs of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Puducherry, making it a vital logistics gateway in southern India. The cargo terminal currently operates 24 hours a day, handling 15 to 20 cargo aircraft daily. It already features modern electronic data exchange systems and dedicated facilities for corporate clients to ensure faster cargo clearance. The upcoming terminal will introduce advanced technologies, including robotic trawlers for faster and more efficient cargo movement. Planned on the southern side of the airport, construction will begin after the completion of the second phase of the airport's expansion project. Officials believe the new cargo terminal will significantly boost import and export capacity, enhance business opportunities, and contribute to the economic growth of Tamil Nadu and the region. Chicken supply across Tamil Nadu and Puducherry may face major disruption from July 31, as the Tamil Nadu Poultry Traders Federation has announced an indefinite suspension of broiler chicken sales. The decision was taken during an emergency meeting held in Tanjavur, where traders accused poultry producers of following feeding practices that they say compromise both hygiene and consumer interests. According to the Federation, poultry producers continue feeding chickens until they are dispatched to the market, artificially increasing the bird's weight. Traders claim that each chicken contains 100 to 200 grams of undigested feed and water, which remains in the stomach at the time of sale. They allege that during processing, this undigested feed can contaminate the meat, raising food safety concerns. Traders also argue that consumers are unfairly paying meat prices for the weight of feed and water rather than edible chicken. To address the issue, the Federation has demanded that poultry producers stop feeding birds at least 15 hours before they are transported for sale. They have also urged the Tamil Nadu government and the Animal Husbandry Department to enforce standard operating procedures for poultry farming and feeding practices. The Federation acknowledged that the strike could significantly affect restaurants, retailers, and consumers, but said the protest is necessary to ensure better hygiene and fair trade practices. If the strike goes ahead, an estimated 60,000 to 100,000 retail poultry shops across Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are expected to remain closed. Poultry traders' associations in Kerala have also extended their support to the protest. More than 300 salt producers, salt pan workers, and fishermen staged a protest outside the Thoothukudi District Collectorate, opposing the Tamil Nadu government's proposal to acquire land for a new shipbuilding yard. The demonstrators raised concerns over plans to acquire land through SIPCOT for the proposed project, warning that they would intensify their agitation if the project is not relocated. The protest was organized by the Cauvery Small Salt Producers Association, which argues that the proposed shipbuilding yard along the Maligai coast would seriously threaten the region's traditional salt industry and the livelihoods of thousands of people. According to the association, the project could affect nearly 500 small-scale salt producers, more than 15,000 salt pan workers, and a large number of fishermen who depend on the coastal ecosystem for their income. The protesters said they had previously submitted petitions to the State Fisheries Minister and the Industries Minister, requesting that the project be shifted to an alternative location. However, they claim that no decision has been taken despite repeated appeals, and alleged that they have not been given an opportunity to discuss their concerns with the Industries Minister. The association has urged the Tamil Nadu government to relocate the shipbuilding project while protecting the state's long-standing salt production industry and the livelihoods of the local communities. The protesters warned that if their demands are not addressed, they will launch a larger statewide agitation in the coming days. The Tamil Nadu government has constituted a 6-member, high-level committee headed by renowned economist Montek Singh Ahluwalia to recommend measures for increasing the state's revenue and strengthening its financial management. According to a government order, the committee has been formed following the state's white paper on public finance, released in June, which highlighted the need for long-term fiscal reforms and improved administrative efficiency. The report noted a decline in revenue from key sources, including goods and services tax (GST), value-added tax (VAT), and excise duty, making it necessary to identify sustainable ways to improve the state's finances. The committee is chaired by Montek Singh Ahluwalia, former deputy chairman of India's Planning Commission, and a distinguished economist. Other members include experts in public finance, taxation, and economic policy, along with senior officials from the Tamil Nadu government. The panel has been tasked with identifying new sources of revenue, recommending measures to increase both tax and non-tax revenue, improving governance, reducing tax evasion, and enhancing administrative efficiency. It will also study reforms related to liquor regulation and taxation, with the aim of improving revenue collection while recommending broader fiscal and policy reforms for the state. The committee has been given 3 months to submit its report to the Tamil Nadu government. Officials expect the panel's recommendations to play a significant role in strengthening the state's financial position and supporting sustainable economic growth. In a significant judgment, the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has set aside the Tamil Nadu government's orders granting compassionate government jobs to the family members of those who lost their lives in the Karur election campaign stampede on September 27 last year. A division bench comprising Justices C.V. Karthikeyan and R. Sakdavel ruled that the government orders violated Articles 14 and 16 of the Indian Constitution, which guarantee equality before the law and equal opportunity in public employment. The court observed that compassionate appointments are normally granted based on established rules and waiting lists. Giving immediate appointments to one group of beneficiaries, while many others are already waiting under the existing system, would be unfair and inconsistent with constitutional principles. The bench also cautioned that allowing such appointments could create a precedent, leading to similar demands from the families of victims of road accidents, industrial accidents, firecracker explosions, and other tragic incidents. Instead of offering government jobs, the court suggested that the state government provide technical training, skill development, financial assistance, and entrepreneurship support to help the affected families achieve long-term economic stability. The judges rejected the state government's comparison with compassionate appointments granted to the families of armed forces personnel who died or were disabled in the line of duty, stating that such cases fall under a separate and distinct category. The court also declined to accept comparisons with appointments granted after the Thoothukudi Sterlite police firing, observing that those cases involved alleged state action resulting in loss of life. While acknowledging that some appointments had already been made, the bench noted that they were temporary and had been made subject to the final outcome of the case. The judgment was delivered while hearing a batch of petitions challenging the government's decision to grant compassionate appointments to the families of the Karur stampede victims. The Tamil Nadu government has imposed a 3-month ban, with immediate effect, on the transportation of rough stones and stone aggregates to other states, except Puducherry and Karur. The decision has been taken to ensure an adequate supply of construction materials within Tamil Nadu, where rapid infrastructure development and urbanization have significantly increased demand. To implement the restriction, the government has amended the Tamil Nadu Prevention of Illegal Mining, Transportation, and Storage of Minerals and Mineral Dealers Rules, 2011, introducing a new provision to regulate the movement of minerals outside the state. Under the new rules, the Director of Geology and Mining will oversee and regulate the transportation of rough stones, including boulders, building stones, road construction stones, and related aggregates, to other states. According to the government order, the large-scale movement of these materials to neighboring states has created shortages within Tamil Nadu, while production from existing quarries is not sufficient to meet the state's growing domestic demand. The government also noted that the continuous movement of heavily loaded trucks has caused damage to local roads and contributed to traffic congestion. Officials further stated that excessive demand from outside the state has encouraged illegal and unscientific quarrying, leading to mining beyond permitted limits and posing serious risks to the environment and ecological balance. The temporary ban is expected to improve the availability of construction materials within Tamil Nadu, support ongoing infrastructure projects, and strengthen efforts to curb illegal mining activities. The Kerala Chief Minister has written to Tamil Nadu Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay, urging the state government to withdraw its recently imposed 3-month ban on the transport of rough stones, aggregates, and other construction minerals to neighbouring states. In his letter, the Kerala Chief Minister expressed concern that the restriction is affecting the supply of essential construction materials and could delay several ongoing infrastructure projects, including national highway works and other major development initiatives in Kerala. The Tamil Nadu government had recently imposed the temporary ban to ensure an adequate supply of construction materials within the state. Officials also cited the need to curb illegal quarrying, protect the environment, and meet the growing demand driven by rapid infrastructure and urban development. Kerala has requested Tamil Nadu to reconsider the decision, stating that uninterrupted access to construction materials is crucial for the timely execution of public infrastructure projects and overall economic activity. The issue has now emerged as an important interstate matter, with both governments balancing their own development priorities and resource management concerns. The response of the Tamil Nadu government to Kerala's request is expected to be closely watched in the coming days. The Supreme Court of India has observed that police use of force, including lathi charges, cannot be justified merely because a protest is taking place, reaffirming that the right to peaceful protest is a fundamental democratic right. A bench led by Chief Justice Surya Kant, along with Justice Joy Mallya Bagchi and Justice V. Mohana, made the remarks while hearing petitions alleging police excesses against students who protested over examination irregularities and the NEET paper leak. The court said that if there are allegations of excessive force by the police, they must be independently investigated. It also emphasized the need for uniform national protocols to guide police action during public demonstrations. The bench further observed that the safety of both protesters and police personnel is equally important. It suggested that governments should ensure police officers are provided with adequate protective equipment, such as helmets, to manage protests more effectively while minimizing violence. In addition to the students' petitions, the Supreme Court has also agreed to hear a separate plea filed by family members of police personnel who were allegedly injured during the protests. The centre informed the court that it would provide full assistance during the proceedings, while the bench called upon all parties to cooperate in ensuring a fair and balanced hearing. The case is expected to have significant implications for police conduct during public protests and the protection of constitutional rights across the country. The central government has informed Parliament that the Supreme Court's 2018 judgment on the Cauvery water dispute does not require Karnataka to obtain the consent of downstream states, including Tamil Nadu, before undertaking construction projects across the Cauvery River. Union Minister of State for Jal Shakti, Raj Bhushan Chaudhary, made the statement in a written reply to a question raised by PMK MP and Bhumana Ramadas regarding the proposed Mekadatu Dam project. The minister said the Supreme Court, in its February 2018 verdict, upheld Clause 18 of the Cauvery Water Disputes Tribunal award and noted that the judgment does not specifically state that Karnataka must secure approval from lower riparian states before proceeding with construction. The response is being viewed as a significant development in the long-standing Cauvery dispute, as Tamil Nadu has consistently maintained that the Mekadatu project cannot move forward without the consent of downstream states. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay is scheduled to meet Karnataka Chief Minister D. K. Shivakumar in Bengaluru on August 3 to discuss Tamil Nadu's rightful share of Cauvery water, taking into account the rainfall deficit this year. However, the proposed meeting has drawn criticism from several opposition parties, including the DMK and PMK, which have urged the Chief Minister to reconsider the visit. The Cauvery water sharing issue remains one of the most sensitive interstate disputes in southern India, with both states continuing to assert their respective claims over the river's resources. In a significant development, the Supreme Court of India has directed authorities to release students detained during the protests over alleged NEET examination irregularities, providing major relief to the protesting students. The court observed that peaceful protest is a fundamental constitutional right and emphasized that students should not face unnecessary coercive action for participating in democratic demonstrations. The bench also directed that no coercive measures should be taken against minors and eligible student protesters, while stressing that any allegations of excessive use of force by the police must be examined through an independent and impartial inquiry. The Supreme Court further instructed authorities to preserve video recordings, CCTV footage, and other digital evidence related to the protests to ensure transparency during the investigation. During the hearing, the court reiterated that police action must remain proportionate and within the framework of the law, adding that the existence of a protest alone cannot justify the excessive use of force. The ruling is being viewed as an important step in protecting students' rights, civil liberties, and the constitutional right to peaceful protest, while also ensuring accountability in law enforcement. The case will continue to be monitored by the Supreme Court as further proceedings take place. India's medal tally at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow continues to grow, with weightlifter Gyaneshwari Yadav delivering another outstanding performance. Competing in the women's 53 kg category, Gyaneshwari Yadav produced a personal best combined lift of 199 kilograms to win the silver medal, adding another prestigious achievement to India's campaign. Her remarkable performance marks another important medal for India's weightlifting team, highlighting the country's growing strength and consistency in the sport at the Commonwealth Games. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Gyaneshwari Yadav on her achievement, praising her determination and wishing her continued success in future international competitions. India's weightlifters have once again emerged as one of the nation's strongest medal-winning contingents, reinforcing the country's reputation as a powerhouse in Commonwealth weightlifting. Gyaneshwari's silver medal performance is expected to inspire a new generation of young athletes and further strengthen India's ambitions in international weightlifting. India has strongly protested the death of an Indian sailor in a drone strike on a commercial cargo vessel in the Black Sea, allegedly carried out by Ukraine. Following the incident, the Ukrainian ambassador to India, Alexander Polishchuk, was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi. During the meeting, India conveyed its deep concern and strongly condemned the attack on a civilian commercial vessel. The incident comes amid the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, which has continued for more than 4 years. Commercial shipping in the Black Sea has repeatedly been caught in the crossfire, posing serious risks to civilian crews from many countries. According to reports, the cargo ship MV Omorfi was struck in a drone attack while operating in the Black Sea. The attack resulted in the death of an Indian sailor, prompting an immediate diplomatic response from the Indian government. In its official statement, the Ministry of External Affairs emphasized that attacks on commercial shipping are unacceptable and called for the safety and protection of civilian seafarers operating in international waters. In response, the Embassy of Ukraine expressed its deepest condolences to the family of the deceased Indian sailor. It also stated that Ukraine's foreign minister has sent a letter of condolence to India's External Affairs Minister. The Ukrainian embassy maintained that its military actions in the Black Sea are defensive measures in response to the ongoing conflict with Russia. The incident has once again highlighted the growing risks faced by civilian maritime workers operating in conflict zones and has renewed international concern over the safety of commercial shipping. Reports indicate that at least 20 people have been killed during a security crackdown in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, also known as Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, or POK. According to the reports, the latest casualties have pushed the total number of deaths to around 80 since protests began on June 5. Witnesses described disturbing scenes, with vehicles reportedly filled with the bodies of victims, highlighting the severity of the violence. These claims have drawn widespread attention and raised serious concerns about the situation in the region. Human rights groups and activists have called for an independent investigation into the reported use of force and the deaths during the protests. They have urged authorities to ensure accountability and protect the rights of civilians. The Pakistani authorities have not yet provided a detailed official response to the latest reports, and the reported casualty figures have not been independently verified. The developments have intensified international concern over the security and human rights situation in the region, with calls for restraint and a peaceful resolution to the ongoing unrest. A powerful earthquake has struck southern Japan, causing widespread damage and triggering emergency rescue operations across the affected region. According to early reports, several people have become trapped inside a shopping mall after parts of the building were damaged by the quake. Rescue teams, firefighters, and emergency personnel have been deployed and are working around the clock to reach those trapped. The earthquake was felt across several prefectures, prompting authorities to inspect buildings, transportation networks, and critical infrastructure for damage. Power outages and disruptions to road and rail services have also been reported in some areas. Japan's meteorological agency initially issued a tsunami advisory following the earthquake, but later lifted the warning after further assessment. Authorities have cautioned residents to remain alert, as strong aftershocks may continue over the coming days. The Japanese government has activated emergency response measures and instructed local authorities to prioritize rescue efforts and provide assistance to affected communities. Officials are continuing to assess the full extent of the damage, and casualty figures are expected to be updated as rescue operations progress. Southern Japan is one of the world's most seismically active regions, and authorities are urging residents to follow official safety advisories and avoid damaged structures. Scientists have achieved a major breakthrough by developing new chiral nanocarbons, a discovery that could transform the future of ultra-low-power electronics, quantum technologies, and next-generation data encryption. Chiral nanocarbons are specially designed carbon-based molecules with unique three-dimensional structures that interact with electrons in remarkable ways. These properties make them promising materials for building faster, more energy-efficient electronic devices. One of the most significant achievements of this research is that scientists successfully modified the interior of these complex molecules, a task that was long considered nearly impossible because of the strength and stability of their internal chemical bonds. This breakthrough allows researchers to precisely tune the electronic and magnetic properties of the molecules, opening new possibilities for advanced semiconductor technologies, secure communication systems, and future quantum computing applications. Experts say the discovery could lead to electronic devices that consume significantly less power while delivering higher performance, helping reduce energy consumption in everything from smartphones to large-scale data centers. The research also has important implications for next-generation encryption technologies, where the unique characteristics of chiral nanocarbons may enable more secure methods of protecting digital information. While further development is required before commercial applications become a reality, scientists believe this discovery represents a significant step toward the next generation of sustainable and high-performance electronic materials.
Thank you for watching ACubeTV English News, your trusted source for accurate, balanced, and reliable updates. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with us. Your trust is our commitment. Stay informed, stay ahead. We'll be back tomorrow with more important stories. Until then, take care and have a great day, youth.